rubber miss the soul. For the love of cause Uganda, on the streets the story's right. All I knew the shine with pride. Toyota, Nissan, Benz, oh Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Village ride to city scale. That's the brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cause Uganda, we roll. Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to beams of control. With this team, we break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, no just the horsepower. Is it a more or a TX5? We'll show you what's real, no just a hype. Stunning views and legion modes. We teach you more than just photos. Tools from the basics of trucking, even stuff. If you knew OSC's on fair, for the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. Driving pro, this is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to beams of control. With your steels, we break it down. Helping every number in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. We talk the truth, or just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to beams of control. Steels, we break it down. Helping every driver in the town. Welcome to the road, we're up the misty soul. For the love of cause Uganda. On the streets the story's right. All the new they shine with pride. Toyota, Nissan, Benz, oh Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. We talk the truth, no just the brand for car lovers across the land. Good morning, Muyombia Mark Weber Dasha 256 Sweetheart wa Starch Omubwat Lawrence Omule, good morning. Juma Ari, good morning. Panga Godfrey, good morning. Luirka Isaac Savea, good morning. Starch Events Ngaburi Yor Kichikawa, Jones Info, good morning. Noah Hanoman, good morning. Nabari Mukamori, good morning, good morning. Now I have two people that are calling me. Naimu nange kumachanke na broadcast. Okuja kongo nkubide before 7:40. After 7:40, so kakora broadcast before I get to you on phone, yeah? So if you're watching the broadcast and you're one of the people that are calling me, my phone will not go through until the broadcast is done, yeah? Katamba Isaac Katende, good morning. How are you? Guys, I have a question on your screen. What's your biggest car expense quarterly? Now, quarterly is every 3 months. I'm saying 3 months because majority of the time, if someone has to go to the garage, they should go to the garage only once every 3 months. Once every 3 months. Sina chindi once every 4 months. Yeah, but 4 months is not a quarter. So we're going to say quarterly. Namuiga Irene, good morning. We're going to say quarterly. What's your biggest car expense quarterly? Quarterly, guchicho singo kuteka choti emoroka che singo kutwala sente on. For me, it's fuel. For me, it's fuel. And it's one of the reasons why njagala kuva moroka ya za mafuta nyingire za masanyarazi. Because emoroka za masanyarazi, literally, you don't spend anything, yeah? sweetheart was starch omubwat nja kupika gwe senga omanyi starch kibyakwogera nga toliiwo wano starch takyategeera. Good morning my people, muni mutya. Today is Monday, it's a new week in a new month. Mbagaliza mikisa nyerere gwe onaona woli wokutte tota onaona woli tota onaona woli tota nze mbagaliza mikisa myerere sende zibenga zitambula. So guys, it's the first Monday of November. It's a new month, so which means we're going to be having two goals. New goals, I mean. And today, I want us to talk about your car and your cash flow, because cash flow is how your money comes in and goes out, yeah? I know that all of you guys are here because you love cars. And if you have a car, you love your car. It gives you freedom. It gives you pride. It gives you comfort. But behind that freedom is a silent money drain. Tukirize. Emoroka ekuwa freedom, ekuwa pride, ekuwa comfort, na hira akasente kasigara kafuruma. So let's talk about the hidden costs that slowly eat into your wallet and how to stay financially smart while still enjoying your ride. Bulimoroka ina hidden costs. Like for example, I'll give you an example. I drive the hybrid, and for me, one thing I've spent on that none of you guys will ever have to spend on is something that they call Bajita inverter coolant pump. It's like a small thing, it's like a plastic thing. It moves coolant from the radiator to through the inverter, which let's say through the entire electric system, and that coolant pump dies. I've so far put two. The first one I bought it full price. It broke down like a month later, and the person I bought it from sent me another one at half price. Which right? I think I'm lucky nti abantu bamanyi muko. So in a way, when I negotiate, but there's a technician in Masaka that can actually repair them. So there's that's a hidden cost. But what of a hybrid that coolant pump actually breaks down. But now I know how to diagnose it. But musajja agala londa kubo. Senga mbadde sina moroka zindi mabegamba de sigenda mbadde ngenda kuyimira tulabe. Ate mulowooza kulwawo. Mulowooza kulwawo ate okumanya alonda kubo. Omukazi tamumanya ayimiridde ne basoose ku negotiatinga. Sirondanga ku kubo. Today's weather is good, alhamdulillah. So anyway, guys, we are talking about your car and your cash flow. So most people think that buying a car is the finish line, but it actually is just the starting point. It's like when you have a child, most people might actually think when I have a child in today, naye gwe n'otamanya nti otandika butandisi kuba waliwo okujjanjaba infection omwana bw'aba yakazaalibwa birimu okugula pampa formula pampa ne formula. I think that's the biggest experience when a baby is just a baby, pampa and formula. And then when they grow a little bit, a couple of months, then you start dealing with the bacterial infections. I used to ask the doctors, nakati bacterial infection is wagwe tere lolagawa mulabe. So the direction, good morning. Motion by Benji, good morning. Show you Alex, good morning. Gwe mwana wara umoldi wodaronze kubo. Dasha. Gwe dawo nera umoldi moderonde kubo. Good morning Nima, how are you? Let's pray his car won't disappoint. Atagenda kufa. Agenda kumpi eyo rawumo gena ne masaka no nenze rawumo sijivuga. Rawumo oli modo. Omuntu yekaye kavuga rawumo oli modo omuntu atayina experience kubya moroka obanga makanika nnyo. Akamoroka kako. Akamoroka mukalabye. Akamoroka kako nkagala. Era wenkagwira kondi. Mukalabye. Ka 3 liter. Dasha, now we come now. Richard Luangwa, good morning. So guys, we are talking about your car and your cash flow. So there are costs that people never really think about as taking a lot of money, but they actually do. For example, let me see when was the last time I took fuel in my car here. I think I've got hybrid. Me, I have receipts. I want to see the last time I took fuel. In the date year kwese. Neno date year kwese. Kati binyamba chote deka receipt. Muno receipt wa vugenda mbuvi. Just ask them to send me text messages. Doesn't make sense. But I took my last fuel last week. After last week, I think around Tuesday, I think. I took fuel, I think, around Tuesday. And it's the same fuel. Gegakura inspection here. Guys, I've not posted the last car we inspected. My God. So last week we inspected the Fielder. Was bought by Norman. I should post it today and share tomorrow. Karota, Uganda, good morning. So guys, there are things that let me just tell you one cost that nobody tells you about when you're buying a car. Parking fees. Parking fees. Nobody ever tells you about parking fees being a big cost. They are actually big cost, especially if you work in town. It's one of the reasons why some people buy cars afterwards they start leaving the cars home. Why? Because they start calculating how much they're spending in parking fees every month. Nga sente nyingi agendo zigata quarterly, because we're talking quarterly today. Nga sente nyingi nyonge moroka atandiko jireke waka. Parking fees. Nobody tells you about parking fees. Me, I don't rent a place that doesn't have parking for my car. That's one thing I've decided on. But when na pangisanga walina okubawo parking ye moroka zanga at least nsobola we emwe ebera official eyokubiri ebera unofficial. The other thing that nobody tells you about is traffic fines, because they will come. Traffic fines, they will come. You can be as careful as you want, but if a traffic officer wants to give you a fine, he will give you a fine. And I was having a conversation with the traffic officer some time ago, and she was saying, hey, at least fire extinguisher. How many of you guys have fire extinguishers in your car? How many? None. You need the fire extinguisher in your car. So at least DMC, dangerous motor vehicle condition. I don't know how they would phrase that, but they have a way. Mumateko traffic musinga. You're supposed to have a flare in your car. You're supposed to have the emergency triangles. You're supposed to have the emergency kit over first aid box. So traffic fines, especially now where we have the 30 km/h rule. That's something that is really serious. Eri ku Lugogo bypass oyina kuvuga 30 km/h. Ne wano wetuli oyina kuvuga 30 km/h. Inze, for me to be able to manage 30 km/h, I actually have to keep at 28 km/h. Olumu pita mne nyingira 32. Osegera. Hiyo rauma old model. Omulaga sijibalase. Nze sijivugeyo. Na kuba okutambuza ebigere nvuga rauma old model. Nzo okutambuza ebigere nvuga rauma old model. After you promised the video of changing the tire in 1 minute. No, we did not do that one. We're going to do that one probably this week. Hey, Mr. Arthur, I have a friend who drives a UAV Mark X, but looks good. He takes good care of it. Neyo sijitegedde. Gwe obato jitegedde yo mwara gwe batuteko ajitegedde. But that 30 km, does it work? Me, I drive 30 km/h, my people. Inze nchimanyi tuwaluwa abantu abagala nga ayagala kufuna wakwatira muntu kati nze. Now I'm doing 24 km/h. Ngoga 30 fuzinema. So parking, traffic fines, what were tolls? Nobody talks about tolls. Yeah, nobody talks about tolls. But the other thing that you guys need to know, that as long as you have a car, you're going to renew your driver's license or driving permit. That's also a cost that nobody tells you that comes with owning a car. I'm also thinking that most people, before they buy a car, right now you guys are becoming more informed. But there are people that buy a car that there needs to be a cost of repairing your tire. One time a nail will go through your tire, and you will need to repair that tire. Cut nowadays, the good tire repairs, so you'll spend about 15,000 shillings. Good tire repairs. Omusumali gufumisa omupiira go bakubamu ekiraka munda. Ekiraka kiba kya mutwalo kugumu kitundu. That's a cost that nobody ever thinks about. Good morning, Travel Life Vlog. How are you today? So there are hidden costs. Guys, my question is, what's your biggest car expense quarterly? What's your biggest car expense quarterly? Gwenga buli myezi esatu mu moroka yo kiri kye kisinga okulya sente. Nze mafuta. Why? I can drive my car for 4 months nga sikanise. Okitegera, I can drive for 4 months nga sikanise. But I can never drive a week nga siguze mafuta. I can drive, of course, now quarterly I also spend on service. So I would say my biggest expense is fuel, then service, because service yang twalabiri mu etaano oilo yekka. I also buy air cleaners, but I buy about 5 air cleaners every time. I buy them 10k each, and every month nchusa air cleaner. That means every month cleaner spending omutwalo gumo. Cabin air filter that I change every like 2 months. Ezo nazo nzigula mu bungi. So the point is, you don't feel these things at once. Now once you start adding up, these small costs reduce your savings in pola. So the sooner you start probably taking care of them, making sure that you don't spend on those small things, the better for you. For example, I made sure that I don't spend money on parking. At least kijja kuba regular, tekijja kubaawo. Nze wempangisa wonna from the beginning, ebizimbe ne bapangisanga ku bizimbe biri ebyamaanyi. Nafuba okulanga nyina parking ey'obwereere. It doesn't make sense for me to leave my car at home ate board enkube olw'okuba nyina okupangisa. Once again, I'd like to say sorry to the traders that lost their property in downtown Kampala. I saw the videos. It's terrible. A lot of people lost a lot of property, and it's bad. Nobody deserves to go through that. So the Bible talks about this. Hey, but the Bible in Luke chapter 14 verse 28, for which of you intending to build a tower does not first count the cost? Isaac, katikebero bateri your verse. For which of you intending to build a tower does not first count the cost? It's the thing that I tell you guys mostly, the thing that I normally do with people that we go to buy cars with. We have to count how much are we going to be spending. Checho chinabagamba lyo mchara yali agenda gula nuwe 2004 na abera wafe matuga. Mugamba matuga yo jobera jembera. Naye nuwe yagenda kukulemerera. And then someone wanted her to buy a Harrier Kauna. Kauna ejja kukulemerera. Tugule moroka wish new model. Okitegera. So in summary, a car is not just a blessing, it's also a budget item. Olabanga how you budget for rent, you should budget for expenses for your car. Nze whatever I do, ekintu ky'amafuta kikulu nnyo mu bulamu bwange because nagaana olinnya boda. Last week, someone was delivering, one of you guys here, kati anguza amasimu, was delivering a phone to me. And Bambi, he waited for me onaku twagula fielder. He waited for me for some time. When najja bwenti nga atudde ku boda ayagala kudduka. Ne mugamba Bambi nsonyiwa nanga Arthur Sigo wagamba tolinnya boda. Hey, Alex. Thank you. Alex, abawadde verse. Which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it? Dash, I've realized that we, the ladies, we know nothing about car. Drive a car for a month without even checking the oil or water. And that's a bad thing. Fuel is not just a car expense, it's a transport expense. Even if you don't have a car, one has to move. Richard Aki, good morning. Yeah, but me, I decided, I'll not just move, I'll move in a car. Iba and Bernard, good morning. Muli Mutia, how is November taking you guys so far? Because we are 3 days in, by the way. Oja Morocco nene obujiri kalufadi. Na mafuta bweganywa. Obero mungo li comfortable nga bebe tebamanyi kyoyitamu naye nga gwakimanyi. So guys, if you spend let's say 20,000 daily on fuel, that's about 600,000 per month. Okay, now per quarter that would mean you're spending about 1.8 million shillings every quarter on fuel. 1.8. Now let's do it. There are 4 quarters. Let's just round off to 2 million. That means every year you spend 8 million on fuel. Checho. Yes, 8 million on fuel. Chitegeza buli mwaka, if you're going to be driving your car every year, you're going to make sure that you don't get a job that doesn't enable you to buy fuel of 8 million every year. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Every year, chitegeza, you have to, first of all, before you do anything, emirimu jonna jonna gy'okola ofuba okulaba nga million 8 osobola zikola ne zigwa walinga za mafuta. Now, the other thing, you have to add oil changes. Oil changes, most of you guys will change your oil every 4 months. Okay, every half a year. Most of you miezi mukaga. So that means bw'omala okujwa oil waffe omuzungu atojiwa oil muganda katusigale wano ojja kuba okozesa emitwalo 5. So that's 8,500,000. Obabala a million mwenda to round it off. That's fuel and service. Yeah. After that is done, you're also going to calculate car washes. Most of you guys don't wash your own cars, so you're going to do car washes. But even me who washes my own car, ntekayo akasenta akagula touchless and brushless. Okitegera touchless and brushless bwengula wa mutwalo every month. That means nkozesa emitwalo 3 per quarter. Kitegeza amanya kukozesa emitwalo 12 per year. Obigata. But for you guys that wash your cars elsewhere, let me just say you wash your car once a week. That means 40,000 per month. 40,000 per month, that's about 120 per quarter. If that's 120 per quarter, that's 4 quarters, 480,000 per year. Ozigata. Shobyo Alex, oil omuganda is the normal oil abasinga gwe muteekamu 20W40 oyo omuzito oyo gwe mugula emitwalo 10. If you go to service your car and your total cost for oil change is 100,095, you're using oil omuganda. I spend less when I drive than when I use public transport. Hey Jesse, where do you live? Or you use borders? Even the Bernard, touchless and brushless is a car detergent that we use these days to wash cars. It was created by a company called Kenrom Chemicals. It's a local company. It helps degrease washing your cars, with degreasing and stuff like that. It's very good. Fuel too. So guys, the thing is, buli kyonna kyogenda okukola fuba okulaba ng'oteeka omulimu gw'ogusobola okuwa million 8 buli mwaka. Gwakozesa emitwalo 2 buli lunaku mu mafuta. Okitegeera ze million 8 buli mwaka. Gattako wali eziriko zetugambye, waliwo omwana abbye essimu n'ayingira eri mu kisiko. Bali mu mugoba naye biganye. Bali mu mugoba. Abbye essimu kuwa boda babadde ku muyindi abadde ku boda. Omwana ayingidde mu kisiko tebajja mukwata. Kusawa ya Queen wano otambulirawo ng'okutte essimu mu ngalo. But Arthur, nobody is talking about Ham's plan. What is building? He's building an arcade. No, everybody has been talking about it. Ham is building an arcade. Ham is building an arcade. He's like those. He's one of those selfish rich people. They don't care as long as they make money. Capitalism, eh? So guys, let's just say if you earn 2 million a month, if you spend half of that money on the car, then you might as well be working for the car, and the car is not working for you. Because if you're earning 2 million a year, that means you're making about 24 million shillings. Yeah, 24 million shillings a year. Yeah. So if you get 8 million of that, nozisa ku moroka oba osigaza a million abiri mu mukaga. So you're spending less than half. Nebo gata kali akakadde ketubaze, you're almost spending half. So if you're earning 24 million a year, then that means you're not spending 12 million, will be spending on the car, a lot of money on the car. And some people don't see a problem with that, but I see a very big problem. That's why sometimes it's okay to drive a Vitz as long as you're spending less money. Because the Vitz, the reason why I say a Vitz are not a Bajaj is because the Vitz keeps you safe. I don't know if you get it. The Vitz will keep you safe. Thank you, Isaac, for reminding them. Guys, double tap the screen to give me some likes. You're 31, we have only 18 likes. Give me some likes. So the issue now is we have to start tracking our car expenses monthly. Yeah, the way you track rent and food. Yeah, then you realize, because the car Enakus Nemoroka is part of us. Our cars are part of us. We cannot do without them. Kate waluwa abantu nga athanga watali moroka simanyi na kumanya okitegeera. So, and of course there are people like JK that believe, like Warren Buffett said, yagamba, but Warren Buffett agamba, you don't save what is left after spending, you spend what is left after saving. And I totally understand where most of us are coming from. Chiba kizibu okusavinga nga tolina kyakulya kati osooka kulya n'olyoka osavinga okitegeera naye waliwo abantu nga kalakizala akokusavinga nga tebanna spending akabeerawo. But it's a very good thing to have in mind, eh? So if your car is eating into your savings, it's time to make sure that you work on reducing the expenses. Some of you guys are driving big cars naye ng'otambulira mu bwomu buli lunaku. And you're driving big cars, nainga jobera te wetaga a big car. And of course there are people that believe that their big car some of you guys are making yourself convinced that your car is helping you get a lot of customers, is helping you elevate your brand so that customers trust you better. Munange customers don't care what car you drive, provided you give them good service. Just give them good service. And even then, some of you guys that say my customer are respecting her because of the car, how many times you meet those customers? Just buy yourself a small car, tint it, drive it every day, and if you have to go to a meeting where those customers are, you can hire a big car. Henry Modern Juice, good morning. Every bumper's got a tail. So guys, let's just think about ways to save some money. There are times when I cannot like use the same tactics, like in the morning, during rush hour, I may not be able to drive smoothly. Don't overinflate or underinflate your tires. Don't overinflate or underinflate your tires because that costs money. Or it costs you money. It spoils your tires. I spend 8K on a Judge daily. I made my budget. If I'm to buy a car, number one, I wash it at home myself. I just love it when I wash it myself. But how much would I spend on fuel? And where do you live? Because it's possible that where you live, you could be using like a 10K every day on fuel. It's possible. But it's also possible that you'll be using 15 or 20. So before you buy a car, you need to make sure that you have figured it out. So a Vitz is a very good starting name. I'm a Vitz in Gaza Bay. Vitz is a bay in the city. vitsi za bei nnyo sizitegeera. So habit one is drive smoothly. Tires, tugambye tires, maintain your tires at optimum pressure. Don't overinflate, because if you overinflate empira gigenda kuononeka mangu. Don't underinflate, because if you underinflate amafuta gagenda mangi. Don't idle too much. Now that's why I'm guilty, is I idle. Nze nagala sijja kubona nga ndi Kampala wane motoka yange bwe mbanjirina egenda kusigala ng'etokota naddala ng'erina esi bwe batalina esi nja kuzikiza. Naye kaakati wano omanye ebintu bye neewonya ababbi, okitegeera, neewonya bano abasabiriza ku luguudo abo, ndabirwamu ziri waggulu. And then of course service your car regularly, because it's cheaper than repair. Bw'owuliramu akakoona bakakole, bw'owulira nti erinawo ka squeakinga genda okebere. And of course it's important for you to plan routes. Sometimes you can combine whatever you're going to do in town, or we call omulundi gumu megenda emirundi ebiri ngosobola okugendayo omulundi ogumu. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. If you are living with your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, if you guys can share a car, temuvuga motoka bbiri when you could easily drive one car. Okitegeera, naye muzaala wa Vits, naye the day you try buying it from the bone mujja kakasa. Anti ekyo Zach kye ngamba nti ya beeyi nnyo. It's not worth the money. That's where the problem is. Nti Vits weba ya $2.6 ga Rumion ya 3.3 naguze dda Rumion nze saagala kummenya. Nga rawumu ya $3 naguze dda rawumu nze. Okitegeera, siyenta ya 3. Yusuf Minaj, akadokta nkatutte according to Saturday and yesterday's live. Good morning. Hey, what's the similarities of the Toyota IST? Also old model of the Toyota Vitz. IST old model and the Vitz are literally the same car. Arakwant IST yagira nnyo mu 3 ne 5. Atenga Vitz yagiranga mu 10 ne mu 3. My biggest car expense used to be fuel on my Subaru. I had a 2-liter. Every day I used 25k. Jesse Semoge is saying saving is overrated. To get what you want, you use other people's money to get what you want today and pay later. In this age, we should emphasize investing, guys. We can't let money just sleep idle for 4 years. Either remote of Jesse. Sometimes savings. Derek Lule, good morning. Fred, good morning. Guys, what's your biggest car expense quarterly? I have a feeling if I'm to buy a car, I have to take it to the garage every week to check it. No. You don't need to buy a car, and you don't need to take it to the. Sometimes I have to take my garage once every 3 months. Fuel consumption of the Wish and Rumion both 1.8. They will literally be consuming the same. The Wish is heavier, so ideally it should be consuming more, but it's more aerodynamic, so it makes up for that. The Rumion is a Chibox, so it fights with the wind. The Wish is aerodynamic, so kwagala butayagala Wish egenda kubenywa kyekimu ne Rumion, but zonna bazibanga za 1.8. What SUV best? I have the best resale value. Harrier Kaundo, RAV4, Harrier Kaundo and RAV4, but mostly Harrier Kaundo. Then you can think of a Vanguard as well, but Harrier Kaundo is I think Harrier Kaundo is that one car that has the highest resale value. Savage, good morning. Bible verse endala, and someone can correct me, the bintu byange olumu nkwata bikwate. Bible verse eyokubiri Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit. The plans of the diligent lead to profit. And diligent is paying attention. So the smartest driver is not the one that goes the fastest, but tumanye nti nno omuntu a planning and a saving ayi muntu asinga okuba omugezi nota no nabona onyi sente olwokuba ogenda ku mulimu n'oyonoona sente. So now the question is going to be, When does your car become a liability? Because it's possible for your car to become a liability. Yeah. So the question now is going to be, when does your car become a liability? What's your biggest car expense, guys? Ekibuzo muganyo kukiddamu kambabuuzi ekirala. So I've asked you another question, guys. When does your car become a liability? Samuel Tali, good morning. Proverbs 21:5. The plans of the diligent surely lead to plenty, but those of everyone who is hasty surely to poverty. Samuel Tali, good morning. Official, good morning. Haven't bought one, but inshallah, one day I will come here and testify on how my biggest car expenses are. Amina. Dr. Kambes J, your biggest expense is fuel. Roughly, Dr. Kam, where do you go? Ngolinga tatambula mitwala asatu busatu gati. Some of you guys banange mbesi misa. Nenange wenabere yange kasanga tina spending anga mitwalo asatu ana like that. Nateka mu kitwalo n'ennyumba ekibuga. Guys, when does your car become a liability? Let's talk about that as well. I know some of you guys have felt it. When does your car become a liability? When does your car become a liability? Wanji, when does your car become a liability? Answer me that one, where it's the same. Good morning, Chagera Frank. I'm a border guy. Wanjagaze Morocco, and I want to start with a bit. Amina Frank. Amina mukama akugulire. Guys, when does your car become a liability? Answer my question. Okay, to get a muscle. Today we are talking about your car and your cash flow. Yeah, your car and your cash flow. Can you recommend me to buy a Raum new model of 10 million? If it's good, yeah. If it's in good condition, go ahead. Guys, answer my question. When does your car become a liability? Make my life easy. To find another to papa. When I'm done, it's back to me. No comida. In a message, when we done. It's not a feeling tight when you're by my side. When you push it. When you push it. Let me tell you the truth. You still bring the voice, it's a 90 definition. Take a picture of you, 3D glasses, make your animation. Baby girl, you will rock with me. Keep me by my side, you will stuck with me. Girl, it's not a feeling tight when you're by my side. When you push it. When you push it. We are talking about when your car becomes a liability. We are talking about when your car becomes a liability. And we are starting it with a Bible verse. The borrower is servant to the lender. So the goal is, if your car pushes you into debt, it's time to slow down and your car should make your life easier, not heavier. When it starts creating stress instead of giving you freedom, you need to rethink your choices. Chitegezo oyinza obanga network igenda kuterera like moze chechiriwo ke Jovan. When the car is always in the garage, Jovan says, then that's a liability. Yes. So warning signs that your car now is becoming a liability. One, you borrow to fix it every month. Now that car is a liability. Two, if your fuel costs are higher than your income or the growth of your income, then kubanga fuel is a fixed cost. But there comes a certain point where fuel becomes a variable cost. Let me give you an example. I have a set amount that I spend every day when I drive from home and I go straight to my workplace. Kastambera inspection, then fuel is becoming a variable cost on that side. Kubanga agamafuta ageyongera mtegari yongera msengamba desifinye inspection. When I go to do a review, then fuel will become network ebikola katujiwemu akadde. Moroka cheye fudde wish eyesisebo sisite fudde wish tezifa kono musiru alowooza bwali nnyonnyo atuuka sina kisa bayo omukazi omusabaze ku boda antunulidde ngamba nemesa okunyingiramu. Sometimes you gotta chase it, and it's what you make it. Money more, money more, money more, let's touch, money more, Dynamo New Harlem. We talk the truth or just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From the steel. Kakana mzee, kakana fena tugezaako kugenda. Ateba tukutte. Welcome to the road where other mistress soul. For the love of cars, Uganda. On the streets, the stories right. Bold and new, they shine with pride. Toyota needs to make so much that we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's gotta tell. Feel and try to see the scale. We talk the truth, but that's the brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From the steel to be Helping every lover in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, no just the horsepower. Is it a move or a TX5? We'll show you what's real. No just the hype. Solid views and engine rolls. We teach you more than just photos. Mzee, waited it. This is more than just machines. The life, the dream. Abadakubi wa boda. Mumulabye. Woo! Abadamu kubye. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. Yo musajja wa benzo oyo ngadduka nnyo. Abalakachi. Whoa. For the love of cars, Uganda. Row, 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 row. Kakana mzee paso. So guys, when does your car become a liability? Can you overnet the project car where million 15 only 15 million Uganda shillings. Obukadde 15. Boka. Wali nagenda olulinga bayiyewo omusenyu. Oba bagujjeewo naye leero katusigale wano. Bano bakuba kitaala waliwo omusirikale. Saali agadde kuba kitaala. Sijja kuba kitaala. Sirabawo omusirikale. So guys, we are talking about your car and your cash flow. Is the RAV4 nice car? Not comfortable, but it's nice enough. Most SUVs are not actually comfortable. So it's not surprising. So guys, your car is not your enemy, it's your responsibility. Yet today, I've seen a tweet. Some chick tweeted Nagamba. Mbuno, his father abandoned her and her other 5 siblings when she was 12 years. Omwana omu yalina akyalina mu lubuto. Tata waabwe now walking out of their lives n'agenda. He never returned. So the mother has been taking care of the family from that time. So last week the father calls her around Friday. I'm sure some of you guys have seen that tweet. And he asks her for 100,000 urgently. So the girl says, Daddy, I cannot give you obatata. I cannot give you 100,000 now, but I can give you maybe 50,000 on money. And the guy says, you're useless, yeah, like your mother. And he hangs up. So the chick is saying, this man that abandoned me when I was 12 years, he has never bought me food since 12 years. He has never paid school fees. Has the right to call me useless. It's the thing we are talking about on Saturday. Basajja banange tulabirira abaana baffe mama w'abaana ne bw'omukyawa abaana bo baba baana bo okitegeera. So anyway, I was still saying your car is not your enemy, but it's your responsibility. Treat it like a business partner. My cars, treat like a business partner, maintain it, plan for it, and respect the cost. Treat your car like a business partner. Yeah, I know it's surprising that the moto kenyamba kokola sente. Katulale nyinzo banyina inspection. Nyina abantu ba mirundi ebiri omanyi people. Inakusiza abantu bali funny. they want to come and meet you physically. Basasula consultation bajje baku meeting physically before you go. Then ngo bagamba encha tugenda nonye moroka tebabira sure. So I think I have 3 people that are meeting me today. I am not sure which one of them wants to do an inspection today. But like it always is, omuntu wajana consulting a physically bisere bisinga agendera okugula moroka. Era munalaba nga koze inspection bidite mwewunya. Era munalaba nga sikoze inspection nemute mwewunya. Because one of them we talked on the phone and he misunderstood me. He misunderstood me. And then nalinya taxi najja mu kibuga. Ngachukanyiza simugambe sente zo zigula moroka gyoyagala. Ye jayagala namugamba zigule moroka jemmanyi jamu. Naye ngabo onogamba omuntu that amount of money will buy you a 2007 Toyota Ractis, yena janga yagala 2013. Okitegeera naye nga wamugamba 2007. Nena janga obwongo we bomga, because I even asked him, are you sure I said that? Yeah. That's why I prefer that when you consult, we consult via WhatsApp, because to be an evidence in our messages. Nitoina bwogamba nti ata wagamba kino nga tuba tukirabako. Arthur, do you think I can get a Vitz or any car? Yes, you can. Senezo simbi na katono. So guys, let's remember to manage our car wisely, because it takes us places. Yeah? For me, my cars, so as we start this new month, guys, review your car budget. Yeah. Review your car budget. Make sure that you understand your numbers properly. Choose control over comfort. Besides, the comfort only lasts like the first 2 hours. Zibanga inari mvugidde moroka nebweba comfortable etya. Isawa ekinene nnyo bbiri zimmala okuba moroka efuuse ordinary. So you should strive to always have your car game in control. Kaundo ogirabye. Mugende. So guys, I'd like to remind you, I do pre-purchase inspection in case you're buying a car, yes, and you need someone to help you make the right decision. I'm your man. I come with a mechanic, and together we make sure you get a good car, the best in your budget. We do everything starting with a computerized check, engine, transmission check, paperwork, chassis. We check aesthetics, and we make sure that your car purchase is easier than it would be, and it's more profitable in the end, long run, than it would actually be if you went alone. I charge a small fee, 450,000 shillings only, for a full day of inspection in the Kampala Central Business District. Yeah. So if you're going to buy a car, use the 450,000 to save you millions, because it will save you millions. I know a couple of people that have done inspections without me, even using my knowledge. Nasigaranga koza yolosi ya million inga satu tano. So going with me is definitely better than going with me. Get the Muganda wange. Any car besides the Vitz, you can get an Impreza and get you maso go mwaka kaka Impreza kakukankagendere ko nwarafa gira alinda. Tolinya muliro bya kigwagwa nawe moroka tebazivuga batyo. Moroka bazivuga mathematics. Awo abantu abalinye moroko akaparo girabe Vitz Impreza. Dasha Impreza ogirabe je nkugamba kansembere. That's the Impreza you can get. Simbi lwakubera Impreza zinywamuko. You can get a Sienta, though I don't recommend it. You can get a Paso, even lower than that. Raumodo mujiraba yiye nyida. Raumodo. Nenzo okutamze bigere mvuga Raumodo. Then is simanyi bwembera unga sina moto. I don't know. Ni Outlander yiyo. Ne waliwe moroka ezimu nganze entambuza ebigere okusinga obeera nayo. Kube moroka ezimu anytime efa. Kati Impreza yo wamma millions 15 ku 17. You could get a Spacio new model, but nice charge recommending a model with the kumpagala. There are plenty of cars you can get. Let's talk about that tomorrow. Wakati obudde bwange buweddeyo wano. Njagala kubashibula. So guys, my question is, when does your car become a liability? Because once you don't know that, ogenda kuonona sente nga tomanyi. Ojja kuonona sente nga tomanyi. Nti emotoka yo liability nga ate it's a liability ng'ekulya buli. It's important that we understand when when you're in a relationship with someone, it's important for you to know when to identify a liability. Nti omukazi kati atandise okulya obuli sente zange waali takyalina kyanyamba mu bulamu oba girlfriend oba boyfriend. It's important for you to know that person now is a liability nga takyali asset mu bulamu obwo. This is one of the most passionate askaris that I've seen. Sajo nali passionate agala omulimu gwe. Guys, sigenda basibula mulowooza. Nsokenda abantu bange abadde bankubira amasimu. Nabo bankola akasente ka inspection olwaliro oba sikakola. Abaye sigenda kuba nyongere ntereremu bidaddala ku age kuliko ennyini. No. So guys, mbasibula olwo mbasibula njagadde impreza, but I don't know which no. I also don't know. It depends on what is available. What causes the fault light on the dashboard of the car? Explain why people fear golf cars. Golf, Volkswagen. Volkswagen is really very troublesome. I've driven two. Of course, someone will come and say, "Ata wavuga ankadde nnyo." Yes, this is a possibility. Navuga ankadde nnyo, nenda zivuga. And one, they will fail. Volkswagen eyo giraba. Whether you like it or not, bantu bandi bubi. Whether you like it or not, it will break down. Bwetafa gearbox wiring ejja kusumbwa. Bichaba ekyo computer ejja kusumbwa. And they are expensive to maintain. Bamakanika ba golf abasinga bayaye. Abasinga okitegeera buying a 2.5 liter and above daily driving. There are people that have them. Like temulabye ani Dr. Kambesije avuga 2.2 nyakoze emitwalo 3 omwezi mu mafuta. It depends where you live, it depends where you work. Bwoba tobeera wala nnyo ne wookolera emmotoka, the CC doesn't matter. The fault light on the dashboard. Which light? Almost all lights, as long as they are red on your car, they are warning you of something. Waroka tukaninza nyinaka seat belt kuba sizikiza nyinaka aka handbrake bweboka bwe nyinako oba warning okitegeera. Naina practice yange nali nakyusa cutout ya alternator kati ng'esigala eraga akatala ka battery ninge ekyajinga bulungi okitegeera. I also don't know dash at the number. The fault is orange. It's a warning light. Yeah, but the orange light shows you something. Like the handbrake light for me here shows me an exclamation mark within a circle, and the circle is within brackets, showing me that you have stopped. Bw'munayagala kukola Uber yokayoka mugenda kwekyawa. Arthur, thanks for today's broadcast. Project Katujja. Can it manage our roads in Kisoro? Felix Mani, there is a series that there is an episode that I'm going to introduce to you where we are going to be touring the country. I'm going to ask you guys to contribute to this because together to some after Gamoroka ekitone nnyo bbiri. Olumu tujja kukozesa emmoroka emu, but we can be using 2 cars. And we are going to tuyinza okutandika ne Mitiana Road. So my team is planning the journeys. We're going to be touring the country mpola in our car. Njagala vuga study especially in a mirundi gino egisokera ddala to show you how strong that car is. And why are we going to be driving? It's just a series. Remember, I used to tell you I'm going to get a dash cam and I'm recording the other journey. This we almost do every day. But there are places you have not been to. Etanda. Tugendanga kuvuga, tugende, tulambule ekifo, nabyo tulibalage bye tulabyeyo. Tutule mu moroka yaffe tuddemu, tugende, tulambule ekirala. Nga the journey mugiraba documented properly. So, we will start with Mitiana Road, possibly. Wakulike Tande, Walumbe. I don't know which other places there, but what is there to watch? Started to Mujivena Kota Mujogera, Kesinga Rumioni, Aman. Guys, mwebale kubera ku broadcast ya lero. I love you so much. Ngana mwe munjagala. Temwira yokuleta mino mja inspection. Dasha 256 official. Moyombia Mark, Chiobyo Alex, Katamba Isaac Katende Nima, Richard Wanga, Karota Uganda, Katende Y, Katamba Isaac Katende, Travel I Vlog, JC Semogere, Richard Aki, Chiobyo Alex, Ibanda Bernard, Ruidika Isaac, Search Events, Ruinda Jimmy Dex, Chiobyo Alex, Ibanda Bernard, Henry Modern Juice, K. Jovan, Chairman Zach, Yusuf Minaj, Official, Fred, Derek Lole Savage, Samuel Ntale, Dr. Kambes JVIP, Nsubuga Ahmed, Chagera Frank, Ampe, Lucky Mose, Roger Sewanonda, Chris Fitness Dubulwa, Kakaire Kodem, Chiguri Willie, Stranger, Aaron J, Chigoze Stanley. Arthur, how can I sort out the airbag light and how can I know which one is faulty? Take a code diagnostic machine. Nze njina wane wangi yesatu, bojja wano nga nteekako, ngompe satu zange, nga nkubulira ekirwadde. Nga mpita n'omuntu nga akutereereza, eyinza n'okuba nga it's just unplugged. But sometimes when you clear the error, evaamu buvi. Sometimes it just moved in the wrong way. So take a good diagnostic machine. The diagnostic machine will tell you. Paul Sema VIP, hi. So guys, thank you very much. Abo mukamoli, I don't take you for granted. Mugamba abantu ba subscribing ku channel tuweze emitwalo 10 community egeje. Mbagamba apweja. I think tomorrow ngenda bawa options amanya muronde erinnya letuba tujiwa. Sinajiwa linya app. Gocho omanya njina ne kusimu yange njira babulina kunkeera kumacha nenjira nenga katwano tereze muchi. So we'll be releasing the first version of the app very soon. But tomorrow you guys will be choosing the name. Guys, mbagala nnyo mwebale kubeera wano. I wish a very lovely Monday. I'll see you tomorrow ku Market Tuesday ngamono erinnya lya app yaffe. May the good Lord bless you.